Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded at the goal line. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Raiders 7, Broncos nothing.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Ready to break.
58, Mike. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Got it. 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Mike 42. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Ready.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I don't think you got it, son.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Let's go now. 8, read.
97's the mic. 97's the mic.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones, and the catch made by Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
That's the way. Go.
Yep.
56. Check 56.
Hey, box truck.
Mike 56.
Hey. Ready.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. That's going to be caught by Reed for an Oakland touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Broncos, nothing.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Ready, set.
97's the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Ready, go.
On 1st and 10, Jones setting up the screen here to Edwards. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They hand off to their big tight end. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson down to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke going for the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come to my work.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
on,
The
set.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he finds Stills, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Darryl Worley up to make the tackle.
Down. 30 base.
Darryl Worley on the tackle.
80 weapon.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. It's complete. Stills. It's a gain of 5. And it'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Locke. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now Jones throwing on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jones now throwing again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Protein spill.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Throwing Jones. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Raiders. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jones operating from the gun. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Jones now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Go.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Yes. X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Gus Edwards, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
35. Broncos nothing. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They run with Hunt. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for it. It's locked. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Lock now on first down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He sets to fire deep. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Lock now on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Check. 53's Mike.
Block now to throw. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Got it.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check three. Wide, get wide. Watch the safety creep.
6-6, pull it high.
Jones, a final shot before break. And this one's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
General West.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. This is the tight end fan. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lock. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd and 1, Lock. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Lock now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's locked. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
Blue draw Corker. Go.
Off the play fake, Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
13 spell.
We got 4.
Go. Shoot.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On the double.
97's the mic. Watch the pass.
Come. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Snap.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Here we go. 50-60 outlaw.
Hey, watch the slant.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Darryl Worley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Ready, ready. 10 Lobo.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Watch twist. Watch twist. Slam, slam, slam.
Look at me. Zipper.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 29. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now they try the right side here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively. And
one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jones. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Check 43. 56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Hey.
I got wide.
Hit it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Aaron Lynch. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Looking for Campbell downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw it is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Delta.
58's the Mike. Here we go, G, get off the field. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Rip right.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
18 Gator.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Yep. Hurry up, Lee Griffin.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He may try and run for this, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll run again with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, break.
58, Mike. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Let go.
One final try for Locke. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.